Hello, this shall be my spoiler-free review for John Wick Chapter 4. There will be a spoiler review coming for this movie as well, but I just wanted to give you my thoughts on the movie before we actually get into the spoiler review, which will be a separate video. And I gotta say, I thought this film was fantastic, but if you saw it, let me know what you thought of it down in the comments below as well. But just keep it spoiler-free since that's what this video is going to be. So anyway, without further ado, shall we begin? So like I said, this is going to be a spoiler-free review. There won't be any spoilers in this review at all. So if you are worried about that, don't worry about it. And I do apologize that my voice is a little dry. I've been dealing with some awful allergies. It's just been all over the place. But I saw the movie in theater, so I wanted to give you my general thoughts on it. I saw it in pretty much the closest thing to IMAX as you could get for where I am. And I gotta say, I thought this film was fantastic. I thought it was a great movie. It definitely lived up to the John Wick hype. I feel like these films, with each one, they just kind of try to go out like crazier and crazier with it. And I gotta say, the action scenes in this were absolutely fantastic. There was a lot of globe-trotting in this movie, and I will let you know what my favorite location was for the globe-trotting. And I don't consider that a spoiler. And pretty much just everything that they did in this movie was just great. The cinematography was great. The director knew exactly what they were doing. Keanu Reeves did an amazing job, again, as the titular character, John Wick. And he did an amazing job of just, like, giving this performance of this character. There has been talks about a fifth one, but the director said as of now he doesn't want to do another one, and he's very happy with the way that it ends. And honestly, I can see why. I'm not going to get into spoilers, but I can see why. And the ending is kind of controversial because I feel like some people are really going to like the ending and other people are really going to be like, okay, what was that? Why did we do that? But Bill Skarsgård does an amazing job as the villain. I can't remember his name, but he always came out in these fancy suits and all that. They didn't give him a whole lot, but while he was in the film, you could feel his presence. He was definitely menacing, and he was he was a good villain addition to the John Wick franchise. And I can't believe that was the same guy that played Pennywise. So that just gives you an idea of this guy's range, but he's still like, he still has that creep factor to him. I gotta give him that. He's still legit creepy. But anyway, my favorite location from this film definitely had to be when they were in Japan. I just thought that was so beautiful to look at. The action scenes, the katana fight between Donnie Yen, which is another great addition to the franchise. We'll get into talking about him too. And the other guy was just absolutely fantastic. And it's just like, this movie is John Wick versus the world, and I gotta say, it lived up to the hype. It is a 3-hour movie, but in my opinion, it does not feel like 3 hours. It goes by so fast. It is so well written, and I gotta say, the only part that I thought was kind of weak was the first, like, 15 to 20 minutes, and that doesn't necessarily mean it was bad. It was just mainly set up for this grand finale, and I don't think that's a bad thing. It just wasn't as good as the rest of the movie. So once you get through the first 20 minutes, that's when the movie takes off and it just goes absolutely bonkers. And I gotta say, I was so happy with it. Like, you will not be disappointed with the action in this film. If you have the same problem I did with Chapter 3, where the action kind of got repetitive and you kind of became desensitized to it, I gotta say that's not a problem in this one, because they do such, like, good breaks in between the action where it doesn't feel like it's too much. Like, it's legit just like, oh, okay, we're on a break and then we're going to go back to the action. And I feel like that worked very well because they knew exactly how they were doing it, and I gotta say, it worked. And you just gotta give it to the stunt guys in this film. Like, they did an amazing job. I'm amazed that they're still alive. That's like how dangerous some of these stunts were, and it's just very impressive, and it's just a well done movie. And if we go to Donnie Yen's character, who you might know him from IP Man, or he was also in Star Wars Rogue One, and ironically, he plays another blind man. This man loves playing blind people, but he does a great job in this. Like, you kind of wonder, like, okay, how can they make a blind assassin like go one-on-one with John Wick and actually be menacing? Trust me, they find a way. That's how well done it is. And I'm not going to get into the ending because that is huge spoiler territory, and that will be for a separate video, because in my opinion, this movie definitely deserves its own video for talking about spoilers, because a lot happens in this. The supporting cast is great. Ian McKellen does a great job again as what's his name? I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but he does a great job. Lance Reddick, who sadly did pass away, he has a great job. He does a great job in this, and if I understood right, this was his last completed film, so I am sad that he did pass away, but it was nice to see him one last time within the John Wick universe. But anyway, it's a very, very solid film. Honestly, I would have to give this film a 9.5. That is how well done it is. I cannot say enough good things about this. If you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend going out to the theaters and giving this movie a watch, because trust me, it is worth your time. I know it is a 3-hour film, but it is 100% worth your time. That is how much of a good movie this is. I am just so adamant that this movie is one of the best action films ever made, and it is just a phenomenal film. If you haven't seen it, definitely go out and watch it. Make sure you watch at least part 3 before you watch this one, but it'll definitely benefit if you just watch all 3 of them before going to see this one, because honestly, it's 4 perfect films all together, creating a nice franchise. But anyway, that was my spoiler-free review of John Wick Chapter 4. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and a subscribe so I know to keep making more of these. If you have any video requests, please leave them down in the comments below. I'll do my best to reply. As of now, I have a few video requests, but if you do have any more, let me know. As long as it's within my capability of making it, I will be making it. And if you saw John Wick Chapter 4, let me know your spoiler-free thoughts down in the comments below. And I will be uploading a video for all 4 John Wick films ranked now that this one is out. I already did the trilogy ranking, but since this one's out now, Matt will update it, because honestly, this franchise is just awesome. Like, they've done so much good stuff with this, and if they end it here, I will be happy, but if they continue, I'll be happy as well. But anyway, thanks for watching as always, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Bye!